Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, published in 1998, written by J.K. Rowling. Chapter 6, The Journey from Platform 9 3/4. He had just raised his wand when the compartment door stood open again. The toadless boy was back, but this time he had a girl with him. She was already wearing new Hogwarts robes.
"Has anyone seen a toad? Neville's the last one,"
she said. She had a bossy sort of voice, lots of bushy brown hair and rather large front teeth. "We've already told them we haven't seen it," said Ron. But the girl wasn't listening. She was looking at the wand in his hand.
"Oh, are we doing magic? Let's see it then." "Okay."
She sat down. Ron looked taken aback. Alright." He cleared his throat. "Sunshine, Daisy's buttermellow. Turn the stupid fat rot yellow!" He waved his wand, but nothing happened. Scabbers stayed grey and fast asleep. A sleep-tight, disgusting blob. Published in 2025. Written by Hugh Aaron. Here at the end of a well-spent day, a yawning blob I see. Reach out your weary tentacles and come upstairs with me. For all creatures grim and evil under the tired sun are settling down, and so must you, my horrible little one. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, published in 1865, written by Lewis Carroll. Chapter 5, Advice from a Caterpillar. The caterpillar and Alice looked at each other for some time in silence. At last the caterpillar took the hookah out of its mouth and addressed her in a languid, sleepy voice. "Who are you?" said the caterpillar. This was not an encouraging opening for a conversation. Alice replied rather shyly.
I hardly know, sir. Just at present. At least I know who I was when I got up this morning. But I think I must have been changed several times since then."
"What do you mean by that?" said the caterpillar sternly. "Explain yourself."
I can't explain myself, I'm afraid, sir," said Alice, "because I'm not myself, you see."
"I don't see," said the caterpillar.
"I'm afraid I can't put it more clearly,"
Alice replied very politely.
"But I can't understand it myself to begin with, and being so many different sizes in a day is very confusing."
"It isn't," said the caterpillar.
"Well, perhaps you haven't found it so yet," said Alice. "But when you return to a chrysalis, you will someday, and then after that into a butterfly. I should think you'll feel a little queer, won't you?"
"Not a bit," said the caterpillar.
"Well, perhaps your feelings may be different," said Alice. "All I know is it would feel very queer to me."
"You!" said the caterpillar contemptuously. "Who are you?" All the Light We Cannot See, published in 2014, written by Anthony Doerr. Bombs away. 17, 18, 19, 20. Now the sea races beneath the aiming windows, now rooftops. 2 smaller aircrafts line the corridor with smoke, and the lead bomber salvos its payload. And 11 others follow suit. The bombs fall diagonally. The bombers rise and scramble. The underside of the sky goes black with flecks. Marilo's great uncle, locked up with several hundred others inside the gates of Fort National, squints up and thinks, locusts. And an Old Testament proverb comes back to him from some cobwebbed hour of parish school. The locusts have no king, yet all of them go out in ranks. A demonic horde, upended sacks of beans, 100 broken rosaries. There are 1,000 metaphors, and all of them are inadequate. 40 bombs per aircraft, 480 altogether, 72,000 pounds of explosives. An avalanche descends onto the city. A hurricane. Teacups drift off shelves. Paintings slip off nails. In another quarter second, the sirens are inaudible. Everything is inaudible. The roar becomes loud enough to separate membranes in the middle ear. The anti-air guns let fly their final shells. 12 bombers fold back unharmed into the blue night. On the 6th floor of number 4 Rue Vaborel, Marie-Laure crawls beneath her bed and clamps the stone and little marble house to her chest. In the cellar beneath the Hotel of Bees, the single bulb in the ceiling winks out. The Night of the Hunter. Published in 1953. Written by Davis Scrub. Book 3. The River. Children, he whispered. Son, hush! And suddenly, with astonishing loudness, a cricket commenced chirping in the apple barrel, and John, gasping with fright, imagined somehow that this might lead the hunter to their hiding place. Pearl, called a voice softly from the stairs. And then a portion of the whitewashed wall sprang suddenly into light as he moved down the steps with a candle in his hand, and stopped halfway, straining his angry eyes into the shadows. I know you're here, children, he said, not shouting, not angry, sounding at all. So you better come out before I can find you myself. I can feel myself getting awful mad, children. Son, she whined faintly. John's head clapped quickly to her mouth, and his fingers pressed into the warm cheek. He could feel her fluttering, frightened eyelashes on the heel of his palm. I hear you whispering, children, so I know you're down there. John listened to the cricket among the wine saps and thought, if we was crickets, we could hide under the cool apples, deep in the dark barrel, and you would never find us. Never, ever find us. Very well. My patience has run out, children. I'm coming to find you now. Its footsteps were quick and angry on the creaking steps, and now the whole cellar was alive, with new shadows and stretching light from the moving candle in his fingers. John peered between 2 half-gallon jars of candied apples, and you could see him, his back to them, the black of one shoulder, and the corner of his head as he stood by the furnace and held the candle high. This is your last chance, my dears. I'm just getting played out. I'm just getting so mad I won't be responsible. Now the whole web of light and dark tore loose and stretched itself and danced again as he moved toward the coal bin and bent to peer inside. Children! And then They all heard the voice calling from the kitchen, and John thought for one moment of salvation.
It's Mom come back. It's her upstairs in the kitchen. Nothing has happened to her after all. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Powell!
They could hear him shuffling back across the stone toward the steps, and John counted them as the footsteps mounted to the door to the kitchen.
Duh! Gracious, Mr. Powell, you frightened me.
It was Icy Spoon. And Preacher closed the cellar door, and they could hear him greeting her in that coaxing, warm voice he could put on when he wanted.